Danish designer Stine Goya started her own brand in 2006. This year, for the second time, she's done a collaborative collection with Swedish Weekday. We're here to see a preview of the collection that will be in stores from April. Stine Goya, in 2009 you did your first collaboration with Swedish Weekday. Now you've done it again. How come you chose to do another collaborative collection with this Swedish brand?
I think first of all, I think I'm doing it again because it went out so well, the last collection I did with them, and it was such a success. It sold so well, and I think it's been one of the best collaborations they've done. So I thought it was a good chance to do a new one and to work with them again. I really enjoyed working with Weekday, so yeah.
And what's the differences, because you have your own brand as well, what's the difference between working on your own brand and then collaborating with a high street store like Weekday?
I mean, there is of course a big difference because Weekday is under such a big production company and my brand is a lot smaller. So the whole role of working with production and the machinery is so much bigger with Weekday. So I think it's fun to try and work with a bigger company.
And what has been the biggest reward then?
I mean, I like to see the outcome and to see that it's something different than what I do in my own brand.
What are some of the differences that you can see when you actually look at the collection in the stores, because you have your own brand as well? What are the differences between the two collections? How can you see it's a Stine Goya and then a Stine Goya Weekday collaboration?
I mean, I think you can see it's a Stine Goya collection both in the Weekday store and also in the stores that we sell to. So I think the difference is probably the materials, the choice of materials that are a little bit different. We work with a bit cheaper materials. It's not cheap materials, but it's a bit, the price range is lower than what we do for our own brand. So I think that will be the difference.
So here you've done a collaboration with a Swedish brand, Weekday. Do you think that the fashion weeks as well could collaborate more in doing a big Scandinavian fashion week?
Yeah, I think it would be great. It would be fantastic if we could all sort of gather together on one fashion week, because we could make such a strong fashion week also for the international press and buyers, that they don't have to go to Oslo and Stockholm and maybe Finland and Copenhagen. So I think it would be such a good idea if we could get it together. I know it's such a difficult decision for all of us, because we have such strong national feelings that we want to keep it in our own country, but I think it would be such a